Howdy there, folks. How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to our Satisfactory Let's Play adventure, where I can't remember if we left anything in here to compute. Oh my gosh, we did, and now we get to choose an alternative recipe. So do we want to be able to make rotors out of wire and steel? That doesn't seem at all beneficial to us. Isn't this just the normal recipe for an improved iron plate? Isn't it just already screws? And I don't know if this is beneficial at all. Wait a minute. Standard recipe is 4 iron plates and 24 screws. This is going to let us do... Oh, to make 1. Or, with this recipe, it's 10 and 24 screws to make 3. That's a little bit better. That is a slight improvement. I'll give it that. And then this one here is a Caterium ingot to make 9 wire, which is not something we're hurting for. Honestly, I think this is probably the best route to go. Let's go with this one. Confirm. Awesome. We've got that one sorted out. Now, you might notice my inventory is a bit different than last time. Do I have anything that I want to research in here? Do we have a purple power slug? I'm going to go look around and see if I have a purple power slug. I have done something today that I don't think I've ever done during, between episodes in this series. I actually went out and I did a bit of resource gathering. Now, normally, I keep pretty much everything that I do on camera, and that's been just sort of the way that we've done this series. It was never really an intentional choice. It's just, if I'm not recording the game, odds are I'm not playing it either. You know, I set it aside, and I wait for the next session. But this time, I decided that I would go ahead and try to make myself some of these. I've got 2 of them. I had 3. I had to use one. And as you can see, I'm almost dead again. And the object that I keep running into that I need more of... Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this was a recipe. Using alien organs? Okay, we can make more of those then, because I've got more alien organs over there. I keep running out of the bacon agoric, or whatever it is. I cannot locate that stuff anywhere near me, which means that it's probably really far away, and I'm going to have to go on some epic quest for it. I've already researched these? Yeah. Okay, then alien organs aren't serving any other purpose. I might as well use them for healing. But, I mean, as you can tell, I got a whole bunch of the mycelia from the cave that we found previously. I've got quite a few barrel nuts. I got quite a few pale berries. So, you know, pretty set to go with those sorts of things. Actually, I've got a ton. I just realized there's a whole other stack of barrel nuts. So, you know, I've got those objects. But it's really just trying to find that bacon agoric that's become a hassle. I can make 10 medical inhalers, though, using alien organs and mycelium. So that's fantastic. That's going to keep us healed for a while. I don't think I'll use one right now, because it'd probably just go to waste. I'll injure myself doing something dumb. But in the meantime, let's store all of these other things here. We can come back and make more later. I found another yellow power slug. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Do we really need to hold on to these herbs, like these leaves and things? Can I just throw them out on the ground? Green power slug. We're not really using a lot of power slugs. And that's not to be an insult to the power slugs. They're fantastic. Don't mistake me. It's just haven't had a use for them. Why am I storing so much sulfur down here? No idea. Anyway, I need to go on a search to find more bacon agoric, and that is not going to be the objective today, because that would be a boring objective. You'll notice up there I've got a milestone set up to work on, and the reason I chose that one is because I want to get a jetpack. Having a jetpack, and for that matter a gas mask, very similar requirements down here. The only difference is about 50 extra motors. Having these 2 items is going to make exploration so much easier, and then maybe also, while we're at it, we can investigate the rifle. This is going to be my focus for today, is getting these objects so that exploration is easier, safer, quicker. Oh, I've actually got to do something for this recipe? I've already got all of the objects. We might as well just go ahead and submit it while I'm standing here. Get on out of here, you crazy rocket. Go do your thing. So, where do we start? I guess we start with the jetpack, right? Let's do that. So, let's bring that one back up. That was... Oh, wait, no, industrial manufacturing, right, because I have to be able to build computers. So that's where we got to start. We got to do industrial manufacturing so we can get computers. Then, I have to have computers to get the jetpack and the gas mask. And then I might as well also do the rifle. So I don't know if this is going to be a very long episode. I imagine there's going to be lots of bits of me just silently crafting things and, you know, cutting away while I do that. So hopefully you folks don't mind that too much. That's just sort of... Sometimes that's what these episodes are. And we haven't had an episode like this in a really long time. I feel like a lot of the more recent episodes have been fairly lengthy and full of me just sort of yammering on about things, which I know a lot of people do seem to enjoy the stream of consciousness sort of content. I even got a comment from someone on one of my recent Tech at Legends videos saying that they enjoy the stream of consciousness videos. I'm like, well, that's weird, but no, it's not. It's not weird. It's I don't know. It blows my mind that that's something someone would want to listen to me. Why anyone would ever want to listen to me just yammer on is entirely beyond me. And, I mean, I get a lot of comments on certain videos, usually GTA 5 videos, where people are complaining that I talk too much, which have never particularly hurt my feelings or upset me anyway. They've always just baffled me. It's literally a commentary video. Everything that I make, all of my gaming videos are essentially commentary over gameplay. The purpose of the video is that I talk a lot. There's no other reason for that video to exist. If I didn't talk a lot, the video would not be on the internet. It would just be some boring gameplay that I wouldn't... well, who wants to watch that? I guess there are people out there. There are people out there that just want to watch GTA Online without anyone talking over it, just silently walking around the map and, I guess, doing objectives. I don't know why. I have no desire to ever watch that at all in any capacity for any video game. I don't want to watch someone silently play RuneScape, Minecraft, Satisfactory. It boggles my mind. The reason I watch a video, I watch a lot of gaming videos. I watch it for the person making the video. Like, that's where I get my entertainment from. That's what I enjoy. And I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy one here. Maybe it's perfectly normal. Maybe most people just want to watch a completely silent, commentary-free video of just a guy playing GTA 5, and I'm the oddball out for thinking that that's just an incredibly boring piece of content. You know what I do know is an incredibly boring piece of content? Watching me make 75 modular frames, and then watching me make a whole bunch of... Actually, now that I think about it, what goes into these motors? Do they need modular? Okay, no, they do need rotors, and they need starters. Yeah, this is going to take a while. So what I'm going to do is I've got my podcast over here. I'm going to turn on my podcast, and then we're going to do a clock wipe, and I'm going to have all of this done. A lot changed over the last 10 minutes. It didn't actually take as long as I thought it would. First off, not listening to a podcast, decided to watch a YouTube video. Been going through a lot of Game Nights videos, the Oxcast Game Night YouTube channel. Been kind of working through that back catalog.
The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise.
Truck? What are you talking about, Ada? I wasn't even paying attention. Also, I realized that these things are not called starters. I've been calling them starters for the last 20 episodes, and no one's corrected me. Stator. It's like a stator. It's not a starter. Why has no one corrected me on this? I fully expect corrections in the comments section, folk. So what did I actually do here? I got a manufacturer, crafts 3 or 4 parts into another part. That's useful for some of the bigger items that you have to craft. So that's handy. We also got a truck, any type of fuel, 48 slot inventory, has a built-in crafting bench, can be automated to pick up and deliver resources at truck stations, nicknamed the unit by Fix-It Pioneers because of its massive frame. Sure. Oh, the unit. I get it. Okay. This is the only thing I was really trying to get out of that was the computer. And I'll tell you what, I've neglected my... Hold on, what is this one? Electronics, smart splitter. Oh, right. Oh, I still need to go find oil. I keep forgetting about that one. I need to get back on the automation train. We have not done a whole lot of automation since we constructed all of this, and this is great, and this is, I would say, impressive. You know, it's a good little... My little starter automation setup over there, and it's decent. It gets the job done, but... It doesn't manufacture enough. It pretty much just manufactures raw individual components. And we need more than that. I should have automated motors and stators and all of that being constructed, and I don't yet. And I feel like that's a failure on my part. I think that the way that this needs to be redone is at the end there, where all of these things are coming out, we just need to have the factory continue. Keep dividing things down, have even more going on. There's a whole bunch of iron to that direction, I believe, where we're going to be building the steel facilities. And we might just start from scratch over there, and we might make that like the full automation hub. trying to remember where exactly it is. I think it's like down in that valley. There's so much iron over there. We can go do a tour of it later, but we might just move manufacturing over there fully, and then we can leave this over here to make raw resources for manual crafting. But I don't know. Well, what's next? What's next? I said I wanted to get quite a few things here. I said I wanted to get a rifle. Do we want to get one? That one's going to be pretty quick and easy, so we might as well go ahead and goo that. I'm going to goo that one real fast. Okay, so that one took a wee little bit longer. Lots of components needed to go into the Nobelisk. But we can launch that one off. And you know, oh, hold on. Ada's going to have something to say.
Rifles can now be crafted at the workbench. They require cartridges to function. I am now obligated to inform you of fixed rifle policies. Note, aim the barrel away from your body.
Seems simple enough.
The part with the hole in it. Note, assume all alien life is hostile. Note, R&D's Ballistics Lab has a recommended music playlist on Fixit servers.
Okay, well that was fun. Right, I consider this episode to be more about, personal growth and development. I'm focusing on some me time here. I'm getting myself rifles. I'm getting myself a jetpack. I'm getting myself a gas mask. Speaking of which, those are the things we're moving toward. We could make strides toward completing Tier 5 today, but to what end? You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do with a smart splitter and an AI limiter? Absolutely nothing. What are we going to do with a monorail No, actually, that's sort of upcoming very soon. Monorail is going to be tight. Really looking forward to that one. Extended power infrastructure. Conveyor belt Tier 4, conveyor lift 4, fuel generator. See, I don't really know if we need fuel. Consumes fuel to generate electricity for your power grid. Has an input, so feeding fuel can be automated. That's cool, but I haven't found oil yet, and we're really not doing, like, we're not running low on fuel, are we? Let's check. I think we can check right here if we take a look inside of these. Consumption right now is around... Okay, well, I mean, consumption and production, they're jumping around with one another, but they're staying sort of... What the heck is happening right now? Is this capacity? This is capacity right here. 236.6 megawatt hour. So we're well within that, I guess. Everything seems to be fine. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I wouldn't worry too... I think we're doing just okay. How is this? Analysis of the purple power slug is complete.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into 5 power shards that function with current Fixit technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 3.
Well, there you go, everyone. We've got a whole new thing that we can get a hold of. And in fact, that's pretty straightforward. I might just go ahead and... Well, no, it's going to take 10 minutes for that to return, so I might as well go ahead and focus instead on gas mask or jetpack first. Which one? They're about the same. This one is easier. So let's go with the more difficult one, and then it'll seem a lot easier to go into the more easy one, if that makes any sense at all. I don't think that it did. What goes into making a computer? Oh my good gosh. Well, I'm going to start loading up stuff over here. Is that the moon? Or is that another sun? I don't really understand how this planet works. That's really bright to be a moon. My assumption is that we have multiple stars that this planet is orbiting. That's like a binary star system, or maybe a trinary. That's not a thing. I made that up. But you know what I mean, like a triple star system. Have you ever seen the movie, what is it called? Riddick in the Dark? Pitch Black? Is that what it's called? They have that planet with the 3 suns, and it's never dark except for one day a year, and all the monsters come out of the ground. Pitch Black? Pitch Dark? It's dumb. It's a dumb movie. I enjoy it, but then again, I enjoy dumb movies. I don't know what I'm going on about, except for the fact that we need circuit boards, and I don't know how to make those. Do we have access to those, or isn't that part of... Okay, no, that's a high-speed connector. Where did we ever learn how to make circuit boards? It must be in here. It's got to be in here, and I just haven't done it before. Let me scroll around. Computers, crystal oscillators, biofuel. You'll see that there's no circuit boards. This presents an issue. I also don't know how to make plastic. Oh no, we've run into like some serious issues here. What am I missing? Where do we need to be for this? A jetpack, extended power infrastructure, gas mask. How do you make a computer? Oh, we need oil processing. that probably means, I mean, first off, I'll have to select this tier. But am I wrong in assuming that that means that we're going to need to find probably fuel for some of this stuff? I don't even know where to find fuel. I guess I could look it up. Scanner upgrade, crude oil. So that's how we're going to find it, I guess. My goodness, rubber. See, I sort of hoped before we went and we found oil, we'd be able to have a jetpack and a gas mask, but that's impossible. What we can do is we can complete this tier and then make ourselves a rifle. And I guess that's going to be the new sort of focus here, the new objective. In case you were wondering, the entirety of this episode has been in the recording phase for 56 minutes and 40 seconds, right on the money. So I don't know how long the video has been so far, but because very little has happened, I mean, normally at this point I would be thinking, I could probably split this into 2 episodes, but no, I don't think we have that much usable
Oil
footage.
acquisition and refining unlocked.
Yes.
Oil-based products can now be made. Caution, this is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
I'm sorry, minimize chance of expiration? What is that? Okay, I guess we're going to have to go on the search for oil now, so we should be able to scan for it. I think what I've been doing in the past is I've been getting mad at this thing for not working, when in reality, you see how fast that blue line goes. I think we just have to be patient, and eventually, we're going to start getting some pings. So I'm just going to sit back in my chair, stretch, yawn. Yeah, we're not getting anything, are we? That definitely didn't do anything. Should we do it a second time? That's normally what I do when it doesn't. Ah, no, look at that. We were patient and it worked. Oh my gosh, oil is far away. So we got oil about 2.5 kilometers that way, and we got oil a little less than 2.5 kilometers that way. Those two appear to be side by side, and I'm tempted to go there. Have we gone east very far before? I don't know if we have. I don't remember going east for anything in the past. I know that we've gone sort of north, but that was more of like a northwest thing. We've done that before too, though, haven't we? I'm really struggling to remember. You know, I get the world all turned around in my head, and I have trouble remembering what things are in which directions. There's that thing again. Alright, let's go ahead and make some weapons. We can't make the weapon without circuit boards! Are you joking? So we have to have oil before we can even make the rifle! Dadgummit! That's outrageous! Absolutely outrageous. I don't even... Let's clear the to-do list. Clear the to-do list. What on earth? So we're gonna have to go find oil before we can make weapons to defend ourselves on the search for oil. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. Can we make some... What is it? Spiked rebar? I'm gonna make some spiked rebar. We can defend ourselves with that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I have now actually somehow managed in this episode to use all of our... wire, which is crazy. I'm about to send another 1,000 off to complete this purple shard nonsense. So I'm going to go ahead and just overclock this bad boy. See if we can get some more made, and hopefully not, like, overdo the grid. I don't think we're overloading the grid. I don't think we're close to overloading the grid. That should speed things up a bit. The only concern is that maybe the conveyor belts won't be able to keep up, but looking at it now, it looks like it's keeping up just fine. It's stocking up faster than it's pumping them out, so we're probably good. I might want to replace this conveyor belt with one a little bit faster, though. Do I have reinforced plates in my inventory? I might do. Let me check. Which one of these buttons is inventory? I don't. I can get some more. Oh, and I've got quite a bit of ammo now. I might make some more. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I don't know what it is I'm going to be facing out there when I am fighting to locate my oil. It's my Texas tea, but I want to be prepared for anything. Boop! Upgraded to Tier 2 conveyor belt, so that'll be moving a little bit faster. Get rid of that. How are we doing? Okay, good. The backlog is emptying. Looks like we're producing 90 per minute, and it looks like it's maintaining. My other concern would be that we're not getting enough out of here, but looking at it, there's an occasional pause. So if this was going like any faster, we might have issues, but I think we're fine. I think everything is fine. I think this is going to be full again in no time. No worries. Alrighty, folks, even though I do like to do exploration and find things on my own and not, in quotations, cheat, a term that I'm using very loosely here. I don't think looking at the map is really cheating. It does kind of it gives me a sense of an unfair advantage over the game, but I did go ahead and look at the map to find the oil, and what I figured out is if we go to the northeast, the oil is actually on the patch of islands that we found a few episodes back when I went on that random exploration of just nowhere land. I think we started off over there at the waterfalls, and then at least I think we started off over here, wherever the Caterium ore is. Over there, I think. Remember, we ended up going way up northeast, found some islands. I think I remember there being oil there. I think I even said in that episode, oh, look, oil. I mean, that sounds familiar to me. I might have said that. I'm not completely sure. But that's an option. Another option is if we go to the north and the west, just past the Candyland forest, the Lollipop Flop forest. There is also some oil up there, but that's pretty far away. All the oil is really far away, basically, is the issue we're dealing with here. All of it is super far away. There's a ton in a desert way to the north and west that I did not even realize existed, which is crazy to think about. There's a whole desert biome that we've not even seen yet. And then finally, if we go out past the sulfur, so, straight east along our massive road here, but then we just keep going. If we do that, there is oil in that direction, a really, really long way away, which could be fun if we wanted to expand the Great Sulfur Highway. That would get us to some. I believe if we go that way, though, that's normal oil. I think to the north and the west is normal oil, and then to the northeast, really the part of the map that I've been to before is pure oil. I don't think that makes all that much of a difference, but that is also the closest, based on what I'm looking at, is to the north and east. They're all kind of pretty far away. If we do another scan here for the crude oil, I think those were a wee bit closer, but not by much. And then I can't remember if it was the one straight to the east or to the northeast. I think I keep saying west and east in reverse. So northwest is where I should be saying. Remember, to the northwest is where we found those islands, and then straight to the east is where we found the sulfur, and then to the northeast is where we found the Candyland Lollipop Flop Forest. So yeah, there's those that are over there on that little chain of islands. That's the stuff straight to the east. For some reason, the stuff in the northeast is not showing up. Maybe because it is just that much further away. It's not going to be picked up by our scanner. I mean, it's on the other side of the pink, empty, unfinished, and currently really weird forest. So I don't know what to do. We've been to the islands, so we know what we're in for there. We haven't been to the east, so I think I might just go east, even if we don't end up using that node, just to do, I was going to say a bit of exploration. We know what's at the island. We know there's a ton of monsters on the island. It's an extremely unsafe space. Are we going to bring the oil back to here? I mean, how is that going to work? Are we going to build a monorail? That would probably be actually a good idea. I mean, what do we need to complete that one? Do we need... Where's the monorail? Monorail needs computers. We're gonna have to choose one of the other options. I guess we'll choose it next time. Until then, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. Hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Bye!